Right, guys. Always Sunny, live as usual. I think I'm going to do both back to back because I might not have time tomorrow. Christmas Eve is soon.
It contains strong language.
We found out Charlie has a dad and we know him and he's an awesome dude. That's what we found out. That's what we're going to do.
Dennis, aromas.
Now,
this delicious
Dee's getting Dennis back. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God, it's steaming.
That's hot as shit.
Yeah, that's a whole bowl of stew you took right in the grill.
She threw steaming hot.
Why is your head still on? Did they reattach it?
You didn't behead me, you stupid idiot. You had 105-degree fever and you were hallucinating.
I'm starting to think I might have had COVID.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You think?
What's that?
It's Stu. What's the update, man?
Okay.
Dragged from my castle to a dingy hospital where I'm about to be saddled with an enormous bill.
Well, there is no bill. Ireland has public health care.
Oh, well, then that'll be fine.
Maybe I ought to get my neck done. Have you heard the one about the hot Irish doctor who has a fling with a hilarious American tourist?
Tonight it is.
Well, all right, then.
Mama's about to have a little of the old luck of the Irish.
Monkey.
Viewer discretion advised.
You know, I'm just so glad you're feeling better.
Dee, I haven't even begun to do half the things I want to do with this castle. Now you're asking me to leave?
Yeah.
Oh, Christ!
Were they there for a really long time, or did he get over COVID in a few days?
Give me daddy.
No, God, get your lips away from me, Frank!
Charlie's got a new dad.
Oh my God, I totally forgot that we ended the episode on Frank sitting on the friggin' bed all sad. I'm thinking about the happiness of Charlie having a dad. I'm forgetting the sadness.
But if we can incorporate the castle into it in some way, then I'm in.
Done.
This trip has been absolutely ruined because of you, okay? And I have one chance tonight to have a good time in Ireland. I'm going to go down to the bog. I'm going to gather peat moss to burn it to try and get rid
bog.
of the shit smell. Do not be here when I get back.
The episode was called D Falls in the Bog.
Odd being one-on-one, though, you know. I feel like we usually have a buffer.
It's a little odd.
Yeah.
When did you hear the call to become a priest?
Is Mac gonna fall in love with this guy he said he wouldn't? I think Mac will fall in love with anybody.
Mac, he doesn't smite us.
Then Noah made that ark and he saved himself but no women, which is really cool. Not sure how he made more people after that, though. Then God made the Ark of the Covenant, where he promised to never, ever do it again. Then a bunch of people looked at it. He didn't like that. He blasted them, too.
Indiana Jones.
The Nazis got their faces all melted off, and the guy with the whip and the hat, he was cool.
I think you mixed that story up with Indiana Jones.
Oh.
A Bible is a guidepost. Interpretations can change over time. Otherwise, why would he have made us that way in the first place?
I like how easily explained that was.
He died from eating rocks, which he thought were eggs.
Oof. Yeah, I made that mistake. So are all the
I
Kellys
believe
buried
it.
here?
They were all thrown from a cliff into the sea. Legend has it that only when a man is thrown from a cliff into the sea may his soul be released.
I have never in my life heard such a
All
thing.
the women are thrown from a cliff as well. Mostly alive, just to see if they can fly, as they're presumed to be witches.
Well,
Still, to this day,
we
still.
honor their spirits.
The men, that is. The women roam the land, horribly shrieking in the night.
So is this just how they were brought up? Oh, here's where she falls in the bog.
Oh! Ew.
What is it, like quicksand? It like I've never been in a bog. She's
Am I
sinking.
sinking? Oh, shit, I'm sinking.
That's gotta be horrifying. That music sounds familiar.
Oh, no, it's just the castle.
Oh, that's right. The castle talks to him.
Wait a minute. The old turd in the soup trick.
What? No, we're not
Turd
putting...
in the soup.
We're not putting a turd in someone's soup, Frank. You lure him over to the castle's murder hole. It's a discreet opening concealed in plain sight. You didn't see that there, did you?
No.
No.
You're gonna char the guy?
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Look
kill
at
him.
this. Look at Frank. You're gonna char him up.
I mean, Charlie's got to see him lose his cool so we can expose him as the child-abandoning monster that he really is.
Exactly.
I'm going to be hiding in this. Cover up the passageway. I'm gonna cut out the eye holes. It also happens to be the castle's preference.
The sickness and anger inside of you is diabolical. Way to go, son.
Kiss you on the head.
There.
Oh, how is the waitress just hiking
my
again?
God, what the hell are you doing out here?
What are you doing out here?
I was gonna shave my legs.
Ew, gross. Hey, can you help a girl out and
What?
get me out of this bog?
And
You're
I'll
like,
say,
I knew it. She's gonna leave her there.
psych.
I'm kidding though. I got you.
Okay.
Say,
Oh,
2 times.
Well,
gonna
just
get
quick tip for you. Nobody does psych anymore. It's
Oh, do
kind
they
of dumb.
not?
I was gonna
Nah,
say
it's
that
not
is
funny
like
stuff.
really
It's
old.
classic.
Oh, you got me. You got me.
All right, here we go.
Say. Oh my God! Just come on, knock out, cut the shit, get me out of here.
I will. Say my name.
Oh my God, I hope she does somehow.
Just say my name.
This is hilarious. I love it.
What do you think?
Gus, knowing that there's somebody here that's exactly like me.
Grand. I am so happy for you. And I must admit, I'm happy for myself.
Those urges get, and they will be strong.
Oh my
We
God.
must never, ever give in to them.
And we'll never, ever leave each other alone in the room with the wee lads.
Yes. And I also think
With the wee lads.
There's no judgment here. And of course, you know, if you do slip up, you go to a new parish, they sort the family out.
God, that got dark quick.
gay. What are you talking about?
Oh! No, I'm gay. That's it. I'm a gay man.
I thought he was gay and just like
God
saying it
damn it.
weird. Oh my God.
Oh, there's got to be a better way.
I cannot believe. Oh God. It's another commercial. They're having a commercial for the next episode. Why are they doing this? They did this last time. Don't show me. Mute. Why would you have a commercial for an episode when the first episode hasn't even ended yet? You're going to have a cliffhanger and then have a commercial before the cliffhanger. That's bizarre. They did it last week. I thought it was like an accident. I got to catch up on so many things. Every time I get ahead, something happens. And this week, me and Michelle broke up. I moved her out of the house. And then my dad had a heart attack. And Christmas is in 2 days. It's like, talk about a hectic week. Everything sucks.
Energy. I'm someone that has done it, and it's not worth the
Oh, are you?
consequences that
Are you someone that's done it? You've quit smoking? Are you?
Hi, Susan.
Holy
Honey.
shit, that would scare the
I respect that,
goddamn
but that cough
pants
was
off
pretty
me.
bad. The King's Man.
I still haven't seen Kingsman 2.
Viewer discretion advised.
I heard it was alright.
Welcome, welcome. Shirley, let me take your coat. Frank, his name is Shelley. Look, we brought you this. We made it ourselves with love.
I love how they just have a
Welcome.
medieval
Sit down
castle.
there.
I want to know how Charlie and Shelley made that giant cheese.
Can't I really read the tone of this dinner? You know, it's very confusing. You're being mean, you're being nice. What are you doing?
No, I want everybody to be happy. Look under your seats and you'll see a nice gift for you. Shelley, you go first.
Swim goggles.
Yeah, they're good ones, too. And for the special guest, there's a couple meatballs in there.
Goddamn meatballs in that soup.
Did you hear something? Eat up before they get cold.
Oh, why don't I get any meatballs?
Now, just for the special guest.
What's in the soup, Frank?
It's just butternut squash, just simple
Are
soup.
the meatballs turds?
Oh my
No,
God, he
no,
did do
they're
the
homemade
turd in the
meatballs.
soup.
Shelley, eat them up before they
Oh
get
my God,
cold.
he did the
Go on.
turd in the
Don't-
soup.
don't-
Oh God, Frank literally put a turd.
Grab a meatball, scoop it out.
Oh my God, is he gonna eat it? It reminds me of American Pie. Oh my God, he ate the whole thing.
No, listen. No, how meatball?
I knew it, Frank. You're not trying to bring us closer together. You're trying to drive us apart.
I'm tired of you hanging out with him. When you get back to Philly, I don't want to even hear the name Shelley.
Well, I'm not coming back to Philly, Frank.
I think there's another man in this.
Don't even think of coming back because we're finished.
All right, Frank. If that's how you feel, we'll get out of your hair. Come on, Dad.
Thanks for the goggles, Frank.
I can't believe Shelley didn't like knock him out for trying to make him eat shit.
What the hell was that?
He tried to feed him shit.
You had me up against the wall. What was I supposed to do?
Not eat a poopy.
Clementine,
Not
Valentine,
eat a poopy.
Diana, Denise, Dennis.
I mean, even if you're gonna,
God damn it!
You got it a while back. It's just, I'm really enjoying watching you struggle.
You drunk bitch! Oh!
I'm gonna save you.
how was she gonna pull D out if
You,
D?
I'm not a psychopath.
She's gonna get stuck too.
No, you're doing it.
Yes! Oh, you are my hero! Oh, yes! I would suggest you don't move. Help me out! Oh, no, I'm not gonna do that because I got a date. I'm gonna get out! I'm gonna kill you! I'll be back after my date! Help!
D is the worst.
You know, a true Kelly always puts things right with the men in his life. Thus, the curse of the banshees.
More about the women. Oh God, oh my God, oh my God, they're gonna think D's gonna get hit by a car again. He's gonna think it's a banshee.
What was that?
That's the hag.
A banshee.
That music is played in lots of other things. We've said this before. Oh, it's The Shining, isn't it? All right, we're definitely gonna pause it there. All right, guys, another great episode. I love that. I always forget that this show when they talk about something in the beginning, odds are it's going to come back at some point later on in the show. So he was talking about how like women are thrown off the cliff, but they're thrown off alive, and men are thrown off in honor, and men go to heaven, and women like roam the earth as hags with straggly hair and all covered in muck and this and that. And Dee ends up getting covered in the bog. I should have thought so, because the bog is like a swamp. Dagobah. It's Dagobah, but that's kind of funny. I had never thought of it like that. Either way, Dee falls in the bog and she starts sinking. Bartender girl comes along, gives her all this shit, asks her, what is my name? And we don't know. We still don't know. But Dee said it at some point, so maybe Dee could use process of elimination. Not that she needs to or wants to at this point, because at the end, she ends up getting helped by the bartender and pulls her in. Is she going to die? I highly doubt it. But bartender girl could die now. She could die because she is left there all by herself. Maybe she held on because she did have kind of like a firm grip on the ground or something. Maybe she could stop herself from falling in, because Dee was like deeper in. Dee really didn't have anything to cling on to or hold on to. Either way, Dee's horrible, but we know this. This isn't anything new to any of us, that any of them aren't horrible. Dee climbs on her and throws her in and goes, I got a date, don't worry, I'll come back. Charlie is obsessed with his dad, which I don't really blame him because he found his dad for once, but something's up. I feel like something's up with Shelley. I mean, just the whole thing with the women in general, but now they like, I don't know. He disappears for all his time. They're pen pals. He never says anything. Charlie shows up and he's just like ready to like accept him with open arms. It isn't like Charlie's mom would have fought him about it or anything. She's kind of an unfit mother, and Charlie's my age, so it isn't like at some point he couldn't have come around or said, hey, come to Ireland or whatever. I don't know. That whole thing is weird. I feel like something's up overall. Regardless, Frank's upset. Frank puts a turd in Shelley's soup. He's telling Dennis, I'm going to do the whole turd in the soup thing. And he really does. And then eats his own turd. Reminded me of American Pie Wedding, how Stifler basically had to pretend he was eating a chocolate truffle and it was a dog turd, and he ate the dog turd. Reminded me of that. And he was like chewing on it. They're like, chew on it. We want to see your face as you savor the delicious chocolate treat. And it was hilarious. Similar to that. Very similar. Frank doesn't swallow it. Shelley thanks him for the goggles. I'm surprised Shelley didn't knock him out, because he seems like a rough, tough Irishman. At the end, I thought they were going to hit Dee again with the car. She comes running out of the bog, leaves the bartender. Shelley and him are off now onto an adventure. He's going to stay in Ireland, he says. I don't know how serious that is. I doubt he will actually go and stay in Ireland. He's going to probably figure something out about Shelley, if it isn't already all the weird things, like I said, about the women and like, I don't know. There's a lot of weird beliefs. I don't know. And it's just an odd It's an odd circumstance. Besides that, Dennis was doing the whole thing and weird, creepy, thinking the castle's talking to him. Mac is doing the whole thing with the priest and thinks the priest is gay. And I was half not sure if it was both. I thought the priest was gay, and he said, whatever's your fancy, like lads and lasses. So I guess he's, I don't know. Not that it matters, because at the end we find out he's a pedophile, and Mac didn't quite get it. I mean, I should have known it was coming, but I thought at the end it was going to get different. I thought at the end you were going to find Mac in bed with him or something. It was going to be like some weird sexual thing with the priest, but instead it was a weird sexual thing, but it was more with children. That's weird, but fitting, I guess, considering they're priests, and that's like the joke. So we're jumping into more. You guys want to be way ahead, full on edited reactions to this and other shows I do, Patreon link in front of me. If you're seeing it on YouTube, we are done in full with this series, as far ahead as humanly possible, seasons ahead on other shows, and dozens of exclusives only on Patreon. Check the link in front. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.